What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome to another live Sunday market breakdown. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. So yeah, just want to start it off. This week is going to be my birthday week. My birthday is going to be on Friday, the 22nd. I will be 41, so can't believe that time has flown that fast. So, but definitely excited. So yeah, I'm excited for another year. Blessed to see another year come this Friday. We got a lot going on. I got my dad flying down with his girlfriend, and then a week or two after that, I got my daughters coming down, and then I have my other daughters coming down the week after that. So it's going to be a crazy end of the month, March and April. So super excited about that, guys. So yeah, definitely want to share with you guys also the status on my 50K Toptier account. So let me just get everything situated here again. Just want to make sure everything's good. All right, everything looks good. All right, kind of wanted to do a mic check, so we're good there. If you guys want to throw some in the chat, go ahead and throw some in the chat. I also posted posted on my story on my personal account. Also, if anybody out there that wants to learn Forex and you want to kind of dabble and know a little bit more of what that looks like and how you can have an extra stream of income and learn a skill set. So I'm going to be doing that here tonight as well. So just like we do every Sunday, I'm going to be doing a top-down analysis on both gold and US30. So, so if you guys want to learn a little bit more of that, if you have any questions while I'm doing this, definitely put a comment in the chat. So, so yeah, let me share with you guys where we're at with my Toptier challenge. So let me load the page here. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen really quick. All right, so you guys can see that. So I want to say I'm not necessarily break even. Like I think last week I was down like $1,800. So I'm still like $300 up, but I ended up going back down. I was really close. I was about $500 away from, breaking even or back to my starting point, 50K. So if you see here, I've taken a lot of trades this week. So, as we can kind of see, my last trade on Friday, I believe it was, took a $240 loss. But again, before that trade, I took a $128 profit and then $350 loss and then almost $200 profit, $268 loss. So it's almost like I broke even every time. So, but if we kind of go down here, I've had a lot of green days versus the red days. So, but we just gotta bring this account back up. As you can see, the chart, like when I started, I automatically kind of started not so good. And then I made my way back up, dropped down a little bit, came back up, kind of didn't really go anywhere, then came back up, and then now I came back down. So, but you know what? This is honestly, proper risk. You know what I mean? If I would have over leveraged or over risked, I probably could have blown my account easy. So, but I have plenty of leverage. So if you guys see here, my max daily drawdown is $2,400. So I can literally risk like $500 if I wanted to. If I'm only going to take one or two trades, You know, and if I have a 1 to 3 risk to reward, which means like say if I risk $500, but I'm looking to potentially profit times 3 of that, I mean that's going to be what, by $2,000. So if I can risk 500 to make 2,000, you know, that's an easy decision for me. And then of course my max permitted losses, of course I can't have more than $5,000 in losses. So I still have $3,400 that I can lose before I blow my account. So of course, you know, moving forward this week, I'm only going to risk probably maybe only 250. You know, so I could literally do 2 trades. You know, hopefully they're high probability setups and high profit, so that I can make up that ground. So, but I truly believe I can do it. So, I mean, if you see my win rate right now, I mean, it's not terrible. It's 57%. So, average loss, $266. Average win, $134. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at on the Toptier challenge. But I mean, I've been doing this for like 3 weeks now, I want to say. So, let's see, when was my first trade? So, there's 3 pages here. So let's see, what was my first trade? So my first trade was on the 4th. So I've been trading, yeah, almost 2 weeks now. So this is the 4th, yeah, 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. So, but look at that, in these 2 weeks, you know, I'm just playing the long game. You know, there's no, no rush. You know, I'm just taking it trade by trade, you know, not being greedy, not over risking, anything like that. So we're good there. All right, so let's take a look at news. So enough of the challenge. So, but I will keep you guys updated if you guys, I do post my trades every morning. So if you want to, see my trades, go on my Instagram, my trading Instagram page, Nikki_pips. You can go ahead and see my daily trades. I post them on my story as well, so you guys can follow along the journey for that. All right, let's take a look at news. All right, so let's see what news looks like this week. I kind of already took a look at it. I don't see a lot. We definitely have some news going on, but not really in the week. So let's see here. All right, so what we got Monday, monetary policy statement, cash rates, and then, okay, Tuesday. Tuesday we got CPI. So definitely got to watch out for that. Trim CPI, common CPI. So definitely got to watch out for that. Again, it's going to be pre-market open. So with this, I would probably wait until, actually, no, sorry, I take that back. This is actually for CAD. Never mind. So nothing for USD. Sorry, I was just focusing on the red letter. All right, let's see. Wednesday we got FOMC for sure. So FOMC, we definitely have to watch out for this because this definitely moves the market. So of course this is going to be 2 o'clock Eastern time, about 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So we definitely got to watch out for that. And then let's see, Wednesday. And then, okay, and then Thursday, let's see, do we have anything? So nothing Thursday. Unemployment claims. Okay. So I always tell you guys about unemployment claims. So of course we usually see either like a drop up and then it drops down and then it finds what direction it's going to go in. So in my experience, I've seen don't trade unemployment claims right out the gates because it could go in the opposite direction for you. So give it a little bit of time. I would wait till like maybe 9:15, maybe almost market open, just so you can see what direction that coin is going. So that's for Thursday. Friday, do we have anything? We got Fed Chair Powell speaks. Okay. So definitely got to watch out for that, because anytime Chairman Powell speaks, the market moves like crazy. And this is also at 9 o'clock. So definitely got to watch out for that. So even then, if you don't trade this, if you do trade this, make sure you have your stop losses in place, just in case you get stopped out. But for this, I would definitely wait until market open. Wait till 9:30. See what direction it's going to go, and then of course find your entries. But other than that, I would wait until market open. I wouldn't recommend trading that right out the gate at 9 a.m. So, sorry if I'm like rubbing my nose. We just gave the dogs baths, so some of their hair is all in my nose. So, all right. So that is it for news. So let's go ahead and take a look at gold. All right. So here we are on gold. So we're on the daily time frame, so we're going to go to the weekly. We're going to go ahead and clear this out. All right, so here we are. So let's see what gold did last week. So of course, beginning of the week was the 11th. So that would be right here. So if we actually look at this, we kind of had a tweezer top here. So we see where this candle closed. So it actually closed right here. So of course, and we had to push up almost to this same wick area right here in this previous candle, but it just couldn't push past it. So it ended up coming down and literally closed here. So of course it came up to here, or it came all the way up to here, pulled back, and then ended up closing all the way down here. So of course we still had a wick right here, and then of course so it's already continuing to push back down. So just looking on this higher time frame, either this is going to be a pullback, possibly either to this candle here before it goes back up and we continue to make all-time highs, or it could push past down all the way into this zone right here. So that could very well be a possibility. So let's see. So this kind of zone right here could very well push into this area here. So let me see if I can find this. Oops. So that's kind of like what I see right there. Could see definitely a push. That's kind of what I could see that could happen before we end up pushing back up and then coming back up here. So I'm trying to make this more readable and make this super dark. So, well, I guess it doesn't get wider than that. So anyway, that's kind of what I could see. So what is also good to look at, to be honest with you, is to look at the dollar. So I tend to have the dollar here. So this is kind of where the dollar is right now. So the dollar is kind of consolidated right here. So we can see, let me remove this. this is kind of where we're at with the US dollar right now. So it's honestly kind of consolidated, to be honest with you. So we had a huge push up here, which of course usually when this goes up, gold goes down. So let's check this. Look, so Monday the 24th, January 24th. Come here. So January. Well, January 22nd. So you can see there was a push down. So usually the US dollar and gold usually correlate. So typically if US dollar is going up, gold goes down, and vice versa. So, but again, you just got to see what's going to happen. So, but that's kind of what I see. I see gold continuing to push down until, again, around 2087 or even 2080. That could be a possibility also, around 2080. Because again, we have to look at again where has it hit before. So if we see here, it's touched in this area before. So look. See, all right here. So if I were to pull this, look at that, almost to a T. It pulled back and came down to this area back in January 3rd, 2022. So right here, so March 7th actually. That's crazy, March 7th, 2022, it came into this area. So how crazy would that be if this literally continued to come down all the way into this zone right here? Because this is honestly the last time it was in a range. So because before that, see, if I were to mark another area, I would say right here. So this would be another zone. So, because again, at this time, see, I'll show you this. So this would be another zone right here. This was another time that it came into this zone. So if we make this smaller, so again, of course, we came up here. See, I can pull this all the way even to here, even farther. So it even touched into this area here. So we had these zones. So at one point, it pulled up all the way to here, came all the way back down into this zone, pulled back into this zone right here, consolidated, pulled back into this same zone here, where it did before. It ended up pushing lower, came all the way down here, pulled back up into this same zone, pulled back down, which was in this area, pulled back up, tapped into the same area again. So this not only did it once, it did it once, twice, 3 times, came back down, and then we actually pulled past this area again. And then we came back down into the same zone, pulled back up, and then again, I have a feeling we're gonna pull right back into this zone. So that's my theory. So, but again, on the daily, we're just gonna focus on, of course, trend. So if we were to look at trend, as of right now, I mean, we're definitely bullish. So if I were to just grab this and go like this, we're definitely bullish because it hasn't broken any of these lows here. So we're still up. But I think after this week, it's definitely gonna pull back down. So let's go to the daily. So on the daily here, I do want to kind of highlight. So I'm going to use a horizontal ray. So I'm going to place a line right here. So this is going to be a major resistance. And then of course right here is going to be major support.
Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business. Like that, let's put it online and see what happens stage.
And the site is live.
That we opened a store and need a fast checkout stage.
Okay, and then sorry, I missed it
You're all
right
set.
here.
Count it up and ship it
Okay, we got major resistance, major support. So of course, you got the ceiling, you got the floor. So that's the best way to describe it.
Whatever your stage,
So as we can see here, like we're already kind of pushing down here. It's already tapping into this area right here. So again, yeah, I'm gonna leave that like that because we do have some consolidation right here. So like I said, because of this huge push up, I definitely think we're gonna push back down, possibly even to this area here. So this could be an area that we're gonna push down into also. So right here. So that could be a possible area as well. But even on here, you know, let's go ahead and kind of graph this. So right there, we got our major support. All right. So even here, we can go down on the 4 hour here. So we can kind of take a look. So even look at this. This is beginning to be a strong wick down. So right here on the 4 hour. So we could already see, look, we're already making higher lows and, or sorry, lower highs and lower lows. So this is kind of what I see right here. So I'll kind of draw this path. So here, so we've already done this, 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 this. So we got an hour and 35 minutes. So we could continue to push down here, or it could push back up. We could see a push back up to here, and then make a lower low. Like this. Just keep making lower lows, to be honest with you. All the way until we can actually probably come into this zone, or even one of these zones here. So this could be a zone, possibly. Right here it could tap into as well. So all those for sure, like these two, this one, definitely right here. So that's kind of what I see gold could be doing, just making lower highs and lower lows until it comes down into a key level, which I think this is one of the key levels right here. So again, this is, what would this be? So like 2080. So just like I said. So that's again what I see. So we'll see what happens. You know, again, because this is on the 4 hour. So like if you were like a day trader, I mean, you could honestly just put a sell position, a short position. So place your position right here, Probably target this low right here. I'd probably put my stop loss, just to be on the safe side. I'd put it right above here, right above this this wick right here. So it'll literally yield you a 1 to 2 solid. So you could probably even push it, you know, even down here, but you know, of course, you just want to take what the market gives you. So, but this is what I think it's gonna do. So again, because we have our major resistance up here. Again, major support is down here. So again, it could tap down, back all the way down into this major support zone easily. So, but we just gotta see what it's gonna do. But to be honest with you, I see a lot of sells this week because we've been in such a bullish kind of consistency lately. So I definitely think we're gonna see some sells this week for sure. So we can even look on the lower time frames, like the 1 hour. So again, even on the 1 hour, I think it's definitely going to tap into 2124. And then again, like I said, it could tap into even here, 2111. And then, like I said, 2080 or 2081. So this area right here. So that's kind of where I see it going, because you can see we're already starting to kind of have this downtrend. Let's get that trend line, so we can kind of already see it's starting to make that downtrend. So that's kind of what I see. Sells. Lots of sells this week. So again, we can go on a 30-minute. See what the 30-minute looks like. So as we can see, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down. So again, it's tapping into this area right now. So we're at 2147. So I firmly believe it's going to hit right down into right here, this 2125 area for sure, or even could be here 2142. So, but I think it's honestly going to tap into this area 2134 or 2134 or 2124. So let's see, even on the 15 minutes. Because that's typically what I trade, 15 minute. So like if I were to find something, of course you always want to look left. So of course, what do we have to the left? So it's right here. So, you know, again, who knows? You know, we could have a push down and it respects that support. And then it just goes right back up. So, but this is kind of where we're at. So I personally think we could push down all the way into this area or this area. So 2110. So that's what I see, guys. So this is what I see for gold right now. We're definitely going to tap into this area right here. To here or here. So I don't know if we'll surpass the major support level, but I definitely think we're going to push down for sells this week. So that's pretty much it for gold. Let's go ahead and take a look at US30. So we got US30. Let's go on the weekly here. So of course, as we can see, this is from our markup from last Sunday. So of course, same thing. US30 moves very similar to gold. So we of course had some bearish movement. So let's clear all this, but you know, we can see we definitely had some bearish movement. A lot of wicks here. So, and then of course we have a doji here. So usually that could mean that it's losing direction. So we could actually have a push down. So could definitely be that. So, because again, just like gold, we had this huge bullish candle here. So engulfing candle. And then it just kept pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. And then of course we had two dojis here, so we had some area of indecision. So I didn't know if it was going to continue to keep pushing up. But it did ended up pushing up, but then it ended up closing right here around 39,151. And then of course we got a kind of a hammer here, and then it ended up pushing down, and then literally closed right here at about 38,714. Again, we got another doji, and then now it looks like we have another candle here, but I think this doji here is going to be the one that's going to tell us, okay, we're getting a push down. We're going to have a break of structure here. It's going to push down. So we're going to have a change of direction. So, but again, just like gold, we're still bullish. So we want to go from there, or you know, we can kind of go from here. So even if we didn't count this, still bullish. So, okay. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at US30. All right, so let's go on the daily here. Let's go ahead and mark up our major support and resistance. All right, so because we kind of have some sideways movement here, I'm gonna take my horizontal ray here, and this is gonna be our, so if I were to make this bigger, so this is gonna be our major resistance. Alright, major resistance. And then let's see, to be honest with you, this I'll put this as our major support. Yeah, I like it. All right, there's our major support zone. So of course we got some movement here. So again, so on the daily, you know, I definitely want to mark these up. So because we can see it's been in this zone before. So I'll mark that up. We'll mark our major support. So we can mark some other areas up as well. So of course right here we can mark up. So this is going to be really difficult because US30 is at an all-time high. So we can't really look to the left and see where it's been before. So that's where it gets kind of tricky, but again, we can still mark key levels, excuse me, for the most part. So of course we can mark a level right here, which this could be a key level. So because it has tapped into here before. So that could be a key level there. So I'll just keep these 3 key levels, to be honest with you. I mean, down here could be another one as well. But I'm just gonna keep that. So, because we're kind of in this zone right now. So we don't want to keep our charts as clean as possible. So right now, because it's in this zone right now, let's just keep it here. Like I said, I personally, again, like US30 or like gold, US30 moves the same way. So I personally believe we may see some sells in US30 this week as well. So of course it tapped into this zone or to this point last week, and then we actually had a drop down, and then I personally might see a little bit of pullback up before we go back down here. I think it's going to tap into this area here. Excuse me. I think it's going to tap down into this area here, 38026. And then if it does happen to break this support, then of course we're going to look at the major support area of 37125. So again, that's kind of short and sweet. That's where I see US30. Again, we can go down on the lower time frame, go to the 4 hour, kind of see what it's doing right now. So I mean, yeah, we can see it's definitely like in a zone right now. So I mean, it has been slowly pushing up. So we ended up pulling back here. So I mean, because from here, let me see, from January 29th, it's been making its higher highs and higher lows. So of course we pushed up here, we came back down to this area, consolidated a little bit, came back up to that same area, pulled back down into here, pulled back up even higher, pulled back down to that same area pretty much, and then we ended up having a steady push up, and then a little bit of consolidation. We had consolidation from February 7th all to about February 12th. So before we had a push up, and then of course we had a huge push down. So on this Tuesday, February 13th, this probably could have been done due to news. So it pushed it all the way back down into this same zone right here. We can see it tapped into this same area right here. So if we don't count the wicks, if I just go to the body, it tapped into 3820. So 3820, 38204, and it did it more than once. So we had once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, 7, so multiple times. And then of course we had to push up back into the same area that it was before, pulled back down, and then had a huge push up, came back down, pushed back up, came back down, and then we kind of had some indecision here, consolidation, didn't know what it wanted to do. And then of course, typically we look at that, we can see where it was going to have a change of structure. So if we I'm starting to learn more and more. Like if you look at the candles tell you everything. So of course, we kind of had some indecision here, up, down, up, down. We had a huge push up. It just couldn't push past this candle right here. So it definitely respected it. And then came back down to here, came back up, came back down, and tapped back into here. Again, it still respected this resistance area. And then we had a huge push down. So I think what started that was, of course, we had a huge engulfing candle here, which this could have been a fake out, could have been a reverse. But what I see the most right here is this long wick right here. And then this like doji. So just looking at this just made it clear that eventually it was setting up to head back down. So, because again, if we see here, we had another doji here, which again, that set it up for, these 3 candles right here to push up. Because if we see here, it actually did push all the way back up to here to about, I want to say 38,860, and then it literally closed right here at about 38,732. And then again, came all the way back up into the same area, pulled back down, and like literally closed even lower than that. So we closed at about 38,681. And then we pulled back down even further, back to that same area. And then we had a huge push back up, came back down, consolidated, came back up. So then we pushed back down. So this was kind of crazy because we had a huge engulfing candle, and then of course it came down all the way here, and then literally another doji, and then of course we pushed down even more, and then we pushed all the way back up. So just kind of crazy to see. So of course with it pushing back down into this area, I mean, to be honest with you, just following this on the 4 hour, I could honestly see it pushing right back up to here, or even back up to the major resistance, actually. So, because again, it's pushed into this area more than once. So of course we had once, twice, I'll count that, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. So it's definitely respecting that resistance area there. So again, just the way it looks on here on the 4 hour, even though this is considered a higher time frame, who knows, it may actually push up instead of down. So, because let me look back at the daily. Yeah, so I mean, if we look at this actually, so of course we already had a huge push down, which of course it could retrace right back up. So it could actually do that for US30. So just to kind of give you an idea, so this is what I think it's going to do. So of course we started here, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down again, came up, came down, and I personally see this like surpassing major resistance, breaking through. So, or again, it could come up to this area and then again respect this resistance. So it could come right back up here for a 4th time. So it could definitely do that. So like even if I move this to the side, like check this out. It's pretty much what it did. And that's what it could do. So we're kind of ranging right now. So I'm gonna keep this here and then we'll see what it actually does this week. So we'll see if it actually comes right back into this resistance area of 39235. So we'll see what it does. But that's it. That's all I got for US30, guys. Hopefully you guys got the gist of that. For you guys that actually got a chance to pop on from my personal page, hope you guys got some value. You can always leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll definitely answer them. And then, yeah, if you guys want to know a little bit more about Forex and how to get into that and how to learn how to trade Forex, I can definitely show you how to do that the best way that I can. Like I said, I'm by no means any expert, but I mean, I am starting myself to develop this skill set and being, somewhat profitable. So I want to be able to show you guys, how to do this. And, like I said, this is another way to make an extra income stream as well. So, so let me take off the screen real quick. All right. So I appreciate you guys. I love doing these every Sunday. Hopefully you guys get value from these every week. I do this not only for you guys, but I do it for myself, so I can always look back at my analysis and see if I'm actually honing my skill as far as learning how to read the charts, learning how to actually kind of predict the market in a way, as manipulated as it is, because at the end of the day, it really is supply and demand. And just following the trend on the higher time frames and then taking your entries on the lower time frames. So, but again, appreciate you guys. If you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, I would truly appreciate it. Again, appreciate you guys always popping on here. If you guys are liking my content, you know, I definitely want to do more things as far as videos and stuff like that. Like I told you guys, I just don't have the time right now because just my personal job, you know, or my full-time job. So, yeah, let's have a great trading week, guys. You know, follow my journey on Instagram as I take my trades for this challenge. Yeah, I will see you guys soon. Peace.